How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is time for another comic book haul. This time I have quite a few auction lot winnings that I would like to go through and show off to you guys. Hopefully I can get it done in a reasonable time. If it gets too long, I'll just cut it off and we'll have to do two parts. But it's a bunch of different lots. Again, a bunch from a bunch of different auction places. I found a couple of new auction places that I've been lucky to have won some big lots. So again, the way I do it is like I'll find these lots and I'll put a bid on them and then let it ride and see if I win it or if I don't win it, and then just pay the bill. And so usually what I like to do is I like to go and look at big lots of comics with a lot of variety in them. So with that being said, when we get to the parts, I'll show you like the end results of what the price was per book for what I spent. But the first lot here that I have is not a huge lot. It's just it's Star Wars Episode 1 comics. So I won this lot. These all ended up costing $4.97 a piece. So the first one that caught my eye in the lot was this one, which is the Wizard half issue, the Episode 1 comic, but this is the gold foil edition. I have the other version of this, but I didn't have the gold foil one. So I was really happy that that was in the lot for $5. And then also it had the adaptation of the movie with all the photo covers, which again, if you've ever watched any of my channel, I'm really into comic book adaptation of movies. So I was really happy that I could get all four of these together. I got Episode 1, Part 1 of 4, Part 2 of 4, Part 3 of 4 with Darth Maul. That's kind of a pricey book. And then Padme's issue 4 of 4. Then they also had some of the one-shots. They got Episode 1 Obi-Wan Kenobi photo cover for $4.97 and Episode 1 Anakin for $4.97. And then this was in there, Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, The Fall of the Sith Empire, number 1 of 5. But this is the American Entertainment exclusive version of the comic. So each one of those were $4.97 a piece at end cost, shipped to my house. So I was happy to pick those up. Now this next batch I bought, it was a giant lot of independent comics. So a lot of the stuff I had never seen before, but again, there's a couple of them that caught my eye. I bid on it, and these all ended up being 21 cents a piece. So the first one here is The Warriors #1. This is an adaptation of the movie, obviously, from a comic company I'd never heard of before, Dabble Brothers. Then also in the lot was Megaton #8. This is the last issue of that series, and it also has a advertising page for Rob Liefeld's Youngblood before it became Youngblood. He also did some work on this inside this book too. This one was in there. I'd never heard of it before, but when I looked it up, I'm like, holy mackerel, this is worth a lot of money. The New York City Outlaws #1. This is from 1984. And it also comes with a poster. I posted a picture of it on my Instagram, which my Instagram is easy as can be. Check me out over there with the underscores. But anyway, yeah, I was really surprised at how much that book goes for, or how rare or scarce it is. Then Caged Heat 3000 was in there, #1. I had no idea that Roger Corman even had a comic book company, but he does, or he did, RIP. But anyway, Caged Heat 3000, that's the first issue of that series with a nice coupe cover there. Also, Burial of the Rats, Bram Stoker's Burial of the Rats, #1 and #2. Again, this is another Roger Corman comic that this is based on the movie that they produced through his company. Also, I got Alice Cooper, The Last Temptation. This is book #1. Book #2. And, oops, I did that backwards. That's 3, 2, 1. Then another Roger Corman production comic book is Death Race 2020. So we have number 1 in there. And number 3, and I believe that ran 8 issues. So if I want to try and track them down, I'll have to work on that one. This one was in there with a nice Chiodo cover. Wolf and Batsy, another comic I had never really heard of. I posted on Facebook. And then Mr. Longshort said that it was kind of a hard book to come by. So I was really surprised about that too. Usually when I get these lots, I'll look up on my comic shop, like, because a lot of times I don't know anything about them. And if they're not available in my comic shop, I know they're kind of scarce. But this one is scarce, but it's pretty cool. Then Lost in Space from Innovation number 1, nice painted cover. Eternity Comics, The Witch number 1. Again, these are all 21 cents final cost. Michael Turner's Fathom Prelude number 1, cover B, for 21 cents. Also cover C with a Jay Lee cover. That's a really nice cover there. That was 21 cents. Something called Harry Harrison's Dream World for 21 cents. That's just a really nice looking cover too. Mortar Man number 1. Again, there's always like these hidden gems in these really crazy variety lots. The Maniac Chainsaw Wielding Duck-Billed Platypus number 1. Obviously never heard of this one either, and I believe that one is signed on the inside. Octobriana number 1 from 1998. Picked that one up in the lot. Armageddon Rising, Kill All the Bad Girls number 1. This is the red foil version, 21 cents. Shotgun Mary number 1. This is a pretty cool looking cover. It's almost like computer painted. The cover's really cool, and at least the inside of the book has got the same kind of art. So I was really impressed with that one. Hot and Cold Heroes number 1. This has like some John Byrne stuff in it. It's got some Mike Zeck stuff in it. That was a cool one to come upon. Ribbit by Frank Thorne number 1 from Kamiko. I think that's a girl frog, I think. Lunar Donut with Sprinkles number 1. This one is also signed by the artist from Cosmic Lunchbox Comics. 21 cents, big deal. And then Rock Fantasy number 17 featuring the Rock Vixens. So I have a version. I already have a copy of this, but this one was in the lot too. And this cover is very misleading because the art on the inside is nothing. It's not even that great. It's terrible. But, I mean, that's Samantha Fox and that's Paula Abdul. And on the back cover, they have Madonna and Debbie Gibson. But when you open the book and you read it, the drawing looks nothing like them. So I was very disappointed when I bought it back in the 80s. And I'm disappointed that I got it again. got it again in this lot, even though it was only 21 cents. All right, so then the next lot of books here, we got 2 different lots. The first one is I got a bundle of assorted DC Comics. There was 16 in the lot, and I spent $10.99. So that means they were 68 cents final cost. So I got Supergirl number 11. But Supergirl number 12, that's the nice art germ cover there. That's the variant cover. Number 13 with Supergirl and the Little Pussycat. That was 68 cents. Here she is. I thought that was Supergirl, but it can't be because she's in the reflection. Number 14 of that. Dark Days, the casting number 1 for 68 cents. Justice League Rebirth number 1. DC Universe Rebirth number 1. That's a variant cover for that one. This one, I did not know what this was until I looked it up, and then I saw, because I always see the other cover, but I've never seen this cover. This is a variant cover for Teen Titans number 12. That's the first Batman Who Laughs, right? Is that what it is? Yeah. First appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. I had no idea what that was, so that was a really good get too for 68 cents in this lot. Flash Rebirth number 1. I believe this is another variant cover too. Teen Titans number 1. Suicide Squad Rebirth number 1. Dark Knight's Metal number 3. DC Universe Rebirth Teen Titans number 7, number 13, and Raven number 2. So that was the DC lot that I got for $10.99. And then the other lot here is a bunch of Invincible Iron Mans. I got issues 1 through 11. I spent $9.99, and it cost, so they're 90 cents a piece. So I got Invincible Iron Man number 1. This is the Riri Williams Ironheart version. So I got number 1, number 2. This is the first time she's in her red and yellow armor. Number 4. Number 5. She's still got a show coming out too, I think. Number 6. 7. 8. 9. 10, 11. So I think that's the whole volume of that. So I got all those. That was $10 for the lot. So I was happy to pick those up. I've been trying to get that Invincible Iron Man number 1 forever. And I mean, it was way too pricey because when the movie came out, everybody's grabbing that stuff up. I would like to get her first appearance, of course, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. So then the next batch of books I got was a big pile of hold on, here we go. It was 50, a batch of 50 Marvel comics. So, golly, I can't remember. I want to say, I don't remember what I paid, but they were 42 cents a piece because I wrote it on the back of the bags. So, I got Fantastic Four, number 14 of this volume. This is the last issue of that volume right there. Lockjaw number 3, a nice Amazing Fantasy 15 homage. Adam Hughes on Black Widow number 10, which I guess is issue number 50. Scarlet Spiders number 2, a Spider-Verse tie-in. The Life of Captain Marvel number 1. I thought this is a Joe Quesada variant cover. The Virgin variant is the one that's goes for a lot of money. But that's still kind of cool that he did a cover for that. X-23 number 4 versus the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1. Exiles number 5 variant cover with Valkyrie, the MCU version. The Death of Doctor Strange number 2. This has the first team appearance of the 3 mothers. I don't really know who that is. And then number 3 I got also, and this is the cameo of the child of the 3 mothers. So, again, 42 cents. Also, we got Hulk. This is, I don't know which volume this is, but this is the second printing of Hulk number 1 for 42 cents. And then Hulk number 3, second printing also for 42 cents. Then we got the Immortal Hulk number 9. This is the first appearance of the 3rd Red Hulk, which is Carl Creed, the Absorbing Man. Uncanny X-Men Annual number 1. A-Force number 2. This is the first Singularity appearance. Infinity Corp number 1. Spider-Verse number 3, just a cool Spider-Man Noir cover there. I got Joe Fixit, issue number 1. And also issue number 2. And again, final cost for these were 42 cents. This Scarlet Witch number 1, which this is beautiful Adam Hughes cover. Got that one for 42 cents. Captain Britain and the Mighty Defenders number 1. Amazing Spider-Man number 4. Scarlet Witch number 2 with the Planet of the Apes variant cover. I was really disappointed with those covers. I was all gung-ho when they were going to have all these Planet of the Apes tie-in covers, and then I bought a bunch of them or pre-ordered them, and then when they came, I was very underwhelmed with the, I thought it was going to, I don't know what I thought. I thought it was going to be mostly like the old 1960s Planet of the Apes, but I mean, they did all the Planet of the Apes, so... then also in this lot was Moon Knight number 1, the second printing. That's a really awesome cover there. Last Annihilation, Wiccan and Hulkling number 1, 42 cents. This is a cool variant for Punisher #1 with his new logo on there. Darkhawk #1 variant. Ghost Rider #1 with the X-Gwen variant. It's a nice cover there. Captain America Sentinel of Liberty variant cover. Amazing Spider-Man #900 variant cover. That's a really nice cover too. And then Captain America Symbol of Truth #1. So those were that was a lot of Marvel comics that I've got in a big batch. There's some that I'm not going to keep. So usually that's the other thing that happens with these big lots. I'll get all these comics and I'll pick out the ones I want. And then usually I'll set the other ones aside and then sell them on Facebook Marketplace. I'll just have like a big box and say comics for $50. And then people buy them that way too. So the next lot I have here is a couple of, it was a kids comics lot. And these were 31 cents a piece. Picked these up mainly because there was SpongeBob comics in here. I'm trying to complete the SpongeBob run. So anytime you get SpongeBob comics, I jump on it. So here's issue number 54. And again, final cost for this lot was 31 cents. So I'm sure I ain't going to complain about SpongeBob comics for 31 cents. I got a couple of issues of 67 here. There was some Scooby-Doo team-ups and some Halloween Fest stuff. But again, some of them were so ripped up and ratty that I'm not going to keep them. But still, end cost 31 cents. SpongeBob 68, SpongeBob 73. Here's an Eric Powell cover. That's pretty cool. And then number 78 also. Miraculous #1 from Action Lab, based on that cartoon for 31 cents. Monster High, Free Comic Book Day. This is the first appearance of Monster High in comics, I guess. We got Spider-Man Deadpool 24, just thrown in there randomly in a kid's lot of comics. Marvel Superhero Squads Online, Hero Up, 50 cent one shot. And then this is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pink, #1 of 6, but I don't know who signed that. It's to Riley, but I don't know if that's the writers or if they met the girl that played the Pink Ranger and that's her signature. I have no idea, but it was in a lot, so I bagged it up and I'm going to try and do some investigation and see if I can find out whose signature that is, or if you guys can tell me if this looks familiar to any of you, who that could possibly be. Let me know, because it doesn't match that one. So let me know in the comments below. And then the last batch here is it's another batch of kids comics, but this one is all Spider-Man related. This is Spider-Man Marvel Adventures and Marvel Adventures Spider-Man. So we have Spider-Man Marvel Adventures #1. This batch here, these end up costing 49 cents a piece. So under 50 cents. So I got #1, #2, #3. There was different volumes of this too. I think this is the second volume of the Spider-Man Marvel Adventures. Here's #4. And these are usually based on the cartoons that are on TV at the time, like Disney XD cartoons or like Disney Plus. Here's Marvel Adventures Spider-Man #6, #7, #8, and #9. So that's all I have in that volume. I don't know how many that went up to, but then this is the original. I think this is the earlier version. This was in there. I don't know why. I looked it up. It said this is a second printing, but it's Marvel Adventures #28 Spider-Man, but it says not for resale. So I don't know if this is a pack-in for something or if this was given away somewhere for some reason. But anyway, I got that one, and then it jumps right to issue number 50, or no, I got them backwards again. Hold on. I mean, it really doesn't matter. But we got, so there's that one, #28. Then I have #47, #48. And they had some nice covers on these for being kids comics. And these aren't in too bad a shape either. The problem with these Marvel Adventures, it's all ages comics, and kids, these are for kids, and kids read them and they don't care how they take care of them. So that's the only thing you got to worry about. But these are still hard to come by. So anytime you can find them, you should snatch them up. Here's #49. Obviously, this is an arcade tie-in there. And then issue #50, the anniversary issue. And then we've got issue 51, issue 52. And then here's where the beauty part comes in on this line here. So you got Marvel Adventures, Spider-Man, and starting on issue 53, Scotty Young did the covers. So these are early Scotty Young, and these are kind of hard to come by too, I guess. So I picked up 53, that's his first one. Then here's 54, another Scotty Young cover. 55. 56. This is the one a lot of people like, 57. That's a really sharp looking cover. Here's 58. This is before he started doing like the little big-headed baby Marvel babies. Here's 59 with the X-Men. It's a cool cover there. And then that's all he did for those covers. And then because this series ended in 2 issues, here's his 60 and 61. So that's the end of that run. But I was really happy to pick those up for 49 cents a piece. Like I say, those are usually kind of hard to come by. So if you ever see them out there, it's a good idea to pick them up if you can. So that about does it for this time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell. It'll tell you usually when a new video is posted. I usually post them weekly now. As I mentioned earlier, I'm on Instagram, easy as can be. Check me out over there. Maybe consider following me on that platform also. But other than that, I want to thank everybody for watching and sticking around to the end. I want to thank all my subscribers. I really, really appreciate you guys. If there's anything you want to comment about that I just showed you in the video, please feel free to comment down below. I usually will reply to everybody. And again, I'm doing this channel. This is a For Love of Comics channel. This is not a speculator channel. I know I bring up sometimes that some of these books might be worth something, but I'm not in it for that. I just like comics. I've been collecting them forever, and I just like to share my hobby with other people in the hobby also. And to show you stuff that you might not necessarily have seen before. It seems like I've been doing that a lot lately. I've been posting stuff and people have never seen it, and I'm really happy that I can bring attention to some of the stuff that people have never been aware of. But again, thanks a lot for watching. Oh, and also too, my big thing is like you can always find deals out there if you just look around. You can tell. I just showed you. I bought 49-cent comics, 31-cent comics. 50-cent comics, $1 comics. They're out there. You just got to look around for them. Don't give up. Just, look in crazy places. Go to antique stores. Go to flea markets. That's where a lot of people find stuff too. If you saw my video not too long ago about my flea market find when I got the Secret Wars 8 for $5, I mean, it's crazy that you can find them. You just got to look around for them. And a lot of people don't believe you, of course, but that's their problem. But anyway, I'm rambling again as I usually do at the end. I apologize. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Good luck out there in the comics. The deals are definitely out there. See you next time.